Revving out, revving its absolute fucking tits off. I mean, fuck, I think that's gonna be fun. I mean, I think it looks like it'd be a hell of a bike. So it's the day after the Tokyo Motor Show, the day after after Kawasaki has released their brand new Z H2, and my God, what were they thinking? It is genuinely hard to comprehend. I mean, it is absolutely hideous. I need to see it in the flesh, granted, of course. Everyone does, right? But this thing is hideous. It's absolutely hideous. It is the ugliest bike I have ever seen. People used to say that the MT10 is an ugly bike. If you think the MT10 is ugly, you cannot tell me that this thing isn't ugly. This thing is so much worse looking than the MT10. I don't care what anyone says. It looks like Frankenstein got 7-degree burns and his skin started bubbling. I'm sorry. It is absolutely hideous. When I saw the adverts, the trailers for this bike when it came out, they were like showing like the outline of it with a kind of silhouette, right? And they were like, you could hear the sound of the supercharger. Everyone's getting hyped. Everyone wanted to know what it's going to look like, and everyone thought this is going to be wicked. I mean, I love the idea. A naked Z machine with a supercharger, mixing the Z900, Z1000 with the H2. I love that idea. I absolutely love that idea. And for the record, to prove I'm not just a hater, this is a bike I genuinely would have considered potentially buying if the price was okay in Thailand, because my favorite bike is the MT10, and this could be a better bike than the MT10. But those looks, are you serious? I mean, it is absolutely hideous. It's like, you've seen the film Cloverfield. If you've seen the film Cloverfield when that monster attacks New York, it's like that thing. It's like this kind of crab shell, hooked arm, beetle, oversized. I mean, the only thing they needed to do was add another 5 or 6 panels of plastic unnecessarily. Oh no, wait, they fucking did that. This bike is hideous. It is the ugliest bike I think I've ever seen, and I need to see it in the flesh, of course. Everyone needs to see it in the flesh. What I'm saying isn't the final word, but maybe I should make this show called The Final Word, because I'm telling you right now, I'll say it here first, it is absolutely hideous. It is Frankenstein. When I saw all of the trailers come out, I was calling it the wind neck snapper, because the concept of having a 1000cc supercharged naked bike, you know, you're going to be like, in the wind is going to kill you, and if the wind doesn't kill you, a big ass bug definitely will. But since then, seeing the looks, I don't even care about it having a supercharger. I don't even care about it being this extreme mayhem crazy ass supercharged 1000cc naked bike, which I love all of that. But now I do not care anymore. So if you're not following me on Instagram, right, I put up a post of this bike saying, you know, it's come out if anyone hasn't seen it, and my post literally was Kawasaki's new Z H2. So it's got 197 brake horsepower, but if you thought the MT10 was ugly, this took the crown big time. Ha 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 ha. Wait for my next vid, it's gonna be hilarious. That's this video. And in the comments of that post, you've got person after person saying how they don't think it looks good. It's freaking too big. Haha, it's a beast. I like it. Definitely my kind of bike. Okay, that is literally the only person that says something positive about this bike. Fuck, what a mong front end. The new Street Fighter V4 knocked this one right out of the park. No discussions needed. Yamaha might butcher the R1 next, since Kawasaki did this to the H2. Another person, there you go. That V4S looks the dog's nads, but we'll say that the front end looks a little similar to the Z1000. It does. And I have DMs, speaking with people, and literally everyone, person after person, has just slated the bike like I have. Yes, this does not look attractive. What the fuck? That new Kawasaki. What else do we have? Yeah, I'm not sold on the looks. I mean, you have person after person agreeing with what I'm saying, so it isn't just me. I mean, look at it. I mean, it is absolutely fucking hideous. I mean, the exhaust, just write that off because everyone changes an exhaust anyway. It only needs to be a couple inches longer. I mean, look at that. I mean, are you absolutely kidding me? I mean, look at the kind of trellis frame from the head of the engine, like the top of the engine, where it just curves into a bit of plastic, and they've just molded plastic between the side of the bike to the front headlight, and then it has a scoop on like one side and not on the other, like from the head-on front view. I mean, this bike is absolutely hideous. A lot of people have slated the ZX6R. They don't like how it looks. I personally disagree. I have a review coming out of the brand new ZX6R, and I would have mentioned in that review at some point, obviously, that I think it's a really nice looking bike. I posted on my Instagram saying I think it's a really nice looking bike. A lot of people disagree with me, but I posted on my Instagram story about this ZH2 and on my story, and my story was, when your design team needs firing. That's what I posted. Like, if you're gonna make a supercharged 1000 naked bike, all you've got to do is make it look good. You know, I'm not expecting V4 Street Fighter looks, or you know, the new Super Duke looks, or something like that, you know, because especially Ducati do an excellent job at designing their bikes really nicely. But Kawasaki, I mean, what's it with the beefy designs? You know, the Z900 is beefy, the Z800 was beefy, the Z1000's beefy, all of the Z or Z bikes are beefy. Personally, I think the Z1000 is a beautiful machine. It was one of my favorite looking bikes since forever. I absolutely love the headlight, the way it sloped with the little eyes. I think it's gorgeous. Kawasaki were kind of like promoting at the time, if I remember right. They called it Tsugomi, which is meant to be like the essence given off by like a tiger or a lion or a cheetah before it pounces in the jungle to kill its prey. Since, say, that Z1000, yeah, okay, Kawasaki and the Japanese bikes don't really have a MT10 equivalent or a bike that can compete with the European super nakeds. Obviously this will, but why did they have to make it look like such a dog's dinner? I don't understand. It is a serious mistake. The MT10 was audacious. People that thought it was ugly was because they didn't like the style of it. I think everyone will think this is ugly because it just doesn't. What's its style? Like cornrows? Like it's seriously, man. It is just, oh my god. Okay, think of a big barrel of water. Get loads of soap in your hands and in a bucket. You know, when you see all the bubbles on top of bubbles, that's their design. That's Kawasaki's design team summed up. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking. They're like, you know what? Oh, we've got a Z900. We've got a Z1000. You know what we could do? We've also got a H2. We could put the supercharge from the H2 into the naked bike, make the new 1000, so we don't have to, you know, just do the supercharged naked. So it'd be like, super naked. Great idea. Oh yeah, but that's all great. We've all been planning that for months. What about the looks? Oh, I don't know, you know. But, you know, when you're washing your hands in the sink every day after you come home from the factory of designing bikes, you know, when you wash your hands and you see all those fucking bubbles on top of bubbles, or, you know, when you're in school and you're doing, like, science class and you make a volcano with the baking soda and it all comes up and fizzes. You know that look? Yeah, let's make it look like that. It's bubbly on top of bubbly. It's bubbles and bubbles and circles and fairings and plastics and fairings and plastics and bubbles and circles and plastics. I don't really have anything else to say in this video, but I wanted to definitely put a vote card right now and ask you guys also in the comments to leave a comment and vote too. Is this bike good looking? Would you buy it? Or is it too ugly that you wouldn't buy it? Because in concept, I think everyone that's interested in it would be like, it's a Super Naked 1000 that's supercharged. This is the shit, me included. But after seeing the looks, no. But would that stop you? That's what I want to know. All right, guys. Well, before I end this video, I want to give a wicked shout out to Bram and Left Hand Customs. The shirt I've been wearing throughout this video. Wicked shirt, man. Love this shirt. Left Hand Customs, they make all kinds of wicked motorcycle apparel. I've got a wicked bandana as well, and stickers and all kinds of stuff. If you're interested in motorcycling, definitely worth checking out. Great guy, friend of mine. If you want to check out his stuff, you know, I like his stuff, so I'm happy to promote it here on the channel. You can check out their stuff on Instagram as well as Facebook. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know I have. I'm very curious to see if people like the look of this bike. I mean, if people like the look of this bike, I give the fuck up. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Motorman out.